World's all dark, finger on the trigger, on the side of the man in the mirror. Following heart, I said I'm falling, I lost my ways, I'm dark. Finger on the trigger, on the side of the man in the mirror. Following heart, I said I'm falling, I lost my ways. Lost my way. Lost my way. Lost my way. I'm falling. Lost my way again. No, you can see, but I become a monster. I stay day and night. Whispers in my head, I feel it hard, but the flesh of this real life. No, you all alone watching the rain, follow me like the real life. They don't understand this pain of mine. No, you can never realize. I've been through my mind, I've been high. I've been through love and love. I'm so hard, you know the truth, I stop following my heart. I've said I'm falling. Lost my way. Lost my way. Lost my way. Lost my way.
Paint on the counter. Problem solved. Amethyst.
Sorry if I'm so sorry I can please you. Don't need you. This is what I need. Oh, you don't realize I've been through my life, I've been high. I've been thinking of the more.
Good, Abigail. Oh, that's very cool. You've returned. One love. It's so nice to see you guys.
was that on the bar, that chance to bar. She fought for plenty, her and no again. We had to talk right there after that. I can't fuck with y'all. I can't
No, you meant. Yeah, you trying to run a background check on us? Just call him Scott. Yeah, it is. Can hear. I don't know.
just like my favorite song going round, round, round. Like my favorite song going round, round, round. You're just like my favorite song going round, round, round. Like my favorite song going round, round, round. Feels like I'm floating. Move the seas, it's all for me. You know it's true. When I'm without you, it feels like I'm drowning. I'm back to hopelessly chasing after you. This feels like magic. It's so automatic. No one makes me feel the way that you do. When I'm with you, babe.
Make it? Have some. You're looking for the recipe? I've been getting downloads about that. Is that what you want? You want me to make it and teach you how to do it? Is that what you're asking? I was going to say if there's ever a recipe like with the cupcake thing I did think a night or two ago, somebody mentioned, yeah, I got, was it Juggalo? I think it was Juggalo maybe. I got Jim Beam whiskey gifted to me for my, I think it was their wedding or something. He says, I still have it. I don't really drink. Said, you know, you could make cupcakes with that. I don't know if you're like a cook or whatever. You could do like slow roasted, some kind of like pulled either meat or like a crock pot meal, even theoretically speaking, with that. Or you could even use jackfruit as a substitute. Texturally speaking, it's very much like pulled chicken or pork by the time it's done cooking when used right. And it's pretty bland in flavor, but it is kind of sponge-like in the sense that it will just kind of suck up and absorb whatever marinade or sauce or flavors that you're using. So it's very versatile that way. Meaning, like as far as mouthfeel goes, it's a good vegan meat substitute. if that's up your alley. But I also have cupcake recipes where a couple of those would be easy to swap out the, gosh, what was it? Not Jim Beam, it was Jack Daniels. There were like Jack Daniels recipes, but you could easily just swap out the Jim Beam instead. So, that being said, I'm not really a drinker either, but I do have, I'm a baker, so I do have those cupcake recipes. Although I do have a bit of alcohol in hand, it just sits there. It's been there for a long time. Nonetheless, if there's ever a recipe that you're interested in, that you're wanting me to make, or you're wanting me to slow down and like step by step teach you how to pull together rather than just throw it together in front of you really quickly myself, like while I'm cooking and I'm on screen, then let me know and we'll do that. Do a recipe day. I think is it up? Here's my favorite broccoli recipe. You're gonna want this one. The ending is funny. So stupid, but funny. It's so stupid it was funny. I've been making it for over a decade, and people who have had it start calling it crack broccoli. Because it's so addictive. I'd make a pan of it and then have to make 3 more because they'd devour it. Yeah, it was pineapple skin tea. I'll teach you how to make that. Gotta pick up some more pineapple. But next time I do that, I will. Oops. It's been on the agenda. I figured I should make the disclaimer though, if you have requests. Okay, I mentioned that earlier, something about like following the lead, letting the divine masculine lead, and that was what he just said, something about letting the other person lead, counting down moments till I'm alone with you. Stuck on you the way you move, running after you. This feels like magic, so automatic. No one makes me feel the way that you do. When I'm alone with you, Hi Ian, how are you? When I'm alone with you, Excuse you. Hair where? I bet you stink like an old bag of Doritos and pork rinds that were left under their couch for the rats. Go take a shower, you sweaty butt crack. fact, somebody's laughing at the sweaty butt crack. There you are, serendipity. I heard that. The giggle over the sweaty butt cracked part just made me giggle. 1522. Thanks for confirming. I've got no roots, my home's never. Okay, exhibit A though. That type of behavior, just like random butt crack coming into the feed and trying to be nasty and problematic and throw stones and like tear me down or tear down what I'm doing or build just whatever for no reason. That is why the gypsies learned to downsize their belongings, keep only what they could carry, and build their houses on wheels. Because they got sick of people coming in just out of hatred and boredom and whatever, because they felt like they could or they were entitled to do so, and burn their houses down. They're just doing it online now. It's the same thing though. Come up into my house and try to start a shitstorm and tear down me or what I'm doing, or like whatever. Again, for no reason other than just to be nasty. It's no different. They're just digitally doing it now. But they didn't have internet when the gypsies started running on caravans. I know. Say a different land, but I got memory. Travel like gypsies in the night. Ask me where I come from and say a different land, because they had to keep moving just to survive. I've got memories. I've got memories of all the different places I've been, she says, in case you need me to break down and listen to the lyrics. Travel like gypsies in the night. Often they would just dip in the middle of the night before people came to try to mess with them any further. If they had to go, if it got to the point where they had to leave, they would just skip town as quickly as they could. This, I think most of what I'm wearing, actually, except for this, is from my grandma. After everything was stolen, the inheritance and everything else, between the greedy aunt and cousins, the house was raided, all her jewelry was raided and everything. The aunt asked for the keys to the second house that they have in Florida, because they have one up on the East Coast and then one in Florida. Because she wanted to go and raid anything that my grandmother had left over in the vacation house in Florida. And I started picking it up psychically. In fact, my grandmother told me about it. And so I went preemptively and I told my grandfather what was going on, what I was picking up, really what his dead wife, what my dead grandmother had been telling me. And he said, oh, she just asked me for the keys to the condo because she wants to go through and, see if my Nana Rose left anything else. And he told me that he was going to message her, contact her back and tell her that no, she was not going to be able to get into the house. She was going to have to wait until he was ready to go down and then went down for his vacation time there, and then she could take a look. But what he was actually doing was giving himself the opportunity to keep the house locked up so that anything my grandmother did leave, knowing full well that this aunt and the cousins had stolen everything else up in Maine, and that she was getting ready to do round 2 down in Florida. So he said no to the aunt, that she was going to have to wait. And so he went down there when he was ready. And he went and he took a look through anything that my grandmother may have left, gathered up any remnants of what may have been left there for me. It wasn't much, it was just a vacation house, but it was more than it had been. And I was grateful to have wearable pieces of my own. Still not everything, it's not enough, and they still owe. They're indebted to me. But yeah, he thought he would put a. I knew what she was trying to do, so I told him what she was trying to do, and he said, "No, I got you." And he did. This came back, I think. This came back. The belly chains that I wear, those were hers too. And it's not even the good jewelry. Like, these are either plated or it's like this is a costume or something. They took all the gold and the diamonds and everything else. But it's still a piece of her and I love them. But I'm still entitled to more. So is my daughter. Legally speaking, but also spiritually, that's our inheritance. That's my birthright. They forfeited theirs by being evil. Thank you. No, that's okay. My grandmother's been coming through. I didn't tell you, but she was actually talking to me while I was here in the last stream. But I just quietly listened and I didn't say anything about it. Don't ask me for anything. What do you mean? You're telling me to take it down a notch? I love this channel. Hi, baby. Don't ask me for anything. I'm not your baby. Hey, what's up? 30-30, are you feeling all right? Feeling well, I hope. Resting when you need to. How old is she, Kitty? Well, they like to maneuver. You gotta be careful about their joints. That kind of breed often likes to be pretty active, especially when they're younger. Can I? You don't have to accept it. I'm going to do some Reiki. 3, yeah, she's still a baby. She's got lots of energy. Walkies. That's so cute. I'm going to do some Reiki. So if you want me to send some over, I know it's not going to fix everything. And you have bones that are healing from being broken. So there's only so much that I can do on that. But I may be able to help with some of it. Partially the reason being that there's a crossover between energetic wounds and physical wounds. Like if you cut yourself or you get a break or something in the body, it like a cut on your skin, even for example, it creates a nick in the aura, and you can have leakage, like bleeding of energy out. So it can help realign things. Energetically speaking, it can make the physical healing process a little bit better, faster too. I find anytime I hit a bump or a bruise or a cut with Reiki that it heals much faster too. Or I can avoid an injury or the worsening of one. Depends on the situation. I got you. Take care of protocol. Don't overdo it. Make sure that if you get to a point where you need any physical therapy, that you make sure to take care of that too, but don't push yourself too hard or too fast. Skip this. Let me know when my audio's clean, crisp. Skip 2, 3. I like this one. 4. Yeah, I also may be able to help with that too, Haley, physically. Excuse me. Just reading the name. 3030. I have it. What was your first name again? Hayden. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love that name, actually. That's super cool. Kind of reminds me of, it's spelled differently, but Hayden Henderson. A little bit. Good name. I might call you that. About 3030. I know you like that one too. But it's very nice to meet you. I'm partnering in a biotech company. And I kind of put that all on hold while... Oh, you are? Abigail. Beautiful. While dealing with some other stuff, but the strain, what is this? Shock mints. They're nootropics, and it is a patented organic supplement, but it reduces oxidative stress, which has been linked to cancer. The Cancer Research Institute actually got a hold of our science, and they did studies on it, and they came back to the company and said, look, this product that you have is reducing skin cancer and metastases by 50% on average. You have to put this in a topical, like a lotion, a cream version, so that people can, yes, take it internally to reduce their oxidative stress, and therefore, like when your oxidative stress levels are high, that's when you get cellular aging, damage, shrinking, basically like you get old and you have symptoms of that. But if you can reverse that, rehydrate, regenerate the cells, you can help allow your body to regenerate itself the way that it does more effectively when you're younger, because you're actually reversing the cellular age of the gene code. at that point. Not high enough. So bottom line is there is a supplement that is a chemopreventative. Taking it consistently can allow your cells and your ketone levels, pH levels, to be at a point where cancer cannot thrive. Meaning that if you can prevent that, then you can prevent the need for chemo. And that's just the internal. Of course, that's good. But then you can double it up with a topical as well. Yeah, I'm here. We'll touch base on that. It doesn't have to be right this second, but I wanted you to know that it exists and that I got you. Also, well, we won't get into that now, but there was any point where I'm going to put a pin in that for now. I like this. Nice to see you. Hey, Doggo. What's up? It's a Reiki. Yeah, don't do that. You don't get to play the victim. Are you high also? You guys are very defensive for asking a simple question. It kind of tells me everything I need to know next time to try to make it harder to figure out what kind of people you are. First of all, compose a proper sentence. Second of all, don't do that. Come in here and be that you didn't ask for good reasons. We know that. That was a very instigative, nitpicky, or you high also? It seemed like you're high to me. It's not very, just mind your business. Keep scrolling. And then you want to play the victim when people see what you're doing, know what you're doing, and don't tolerate it. Nobody. That's a you problem. Don't gaslight. You seem narcissistic to me. Leave my chat alone. You seem defensive. Yeah, they're defending me. They're defending each other because you're not one of us. Stay seated and out of my house. I saw that. Mama hen! Fox in the hen house. They just spotted the fox in the hen house, that's all. Deli. I love this song. This is one of my favorites, actually. I think it's my favorite by Trick voiceover. Wizard Tech. I love that. That's perfect. Wait, I can screenshot that. I love your font. That's hilarious. Frogs. I love frogs. I catch frogs. Always let them go. Love them. And wash your hands. Nobody wants salmonella. Oh, you get out of my house. Darling. I heard that. Somebody's like, did you just catch a fly? Yes, a fly? Yes. Sometimes I catch them mid-air. Don't fuck with the bitch who can catch a fly on the spot. Speaking of frogs. How hilarious was that? Oh, the frogs! I get it. That was hilarious. You can't make that shit up. How's that monitoring spirits? You get snatched. And I got Mr. Miyagi. Mrs. Miyagi. Underdog rises. Queen. See, that's the thing. They misjudge and they underestimate. You know, do you know the story about, I picked this up yesterday too. Isis, goddess Isis, and the 7 scorpions. She and her child were being targeted, actually. She was seeking asylum. She was seeking a safe place for her and her child to rest and maybe have a meal out of danger of this evil, basically the devil that was coming after them. And this wealthy woman slammed the door in the goddess's face. Now the goddess was in disguise because she was trying to hide from this evil who was coming after her and her child. But also, this woman was being tested to see if she was being tested. And she failed the test because she was not nice to a goddess in disguise, goddess in the flesh. She was quite inhumane. And the scorpions, the divine, was not very happy about this. So they turned around, these scorpions, and went and stung this old woman's son to bring him to the brink of death. And they were ready to just leave him there. Isis said, no, I don't really like that. Let's not take it out on the kids. So she removed the poison from the boy. But also the stipulation was that because this woman failed the test and she had an abundance of wealth and was disrespectful to the goddess in exchange for the well-being of her son, she had to forfeit everything else. She had to lose all of her material gain and what have you. Like it cost her. Don't fuck with me. I'm Sky Daddy's favorite. You see, here's another pattern. If you look, it doesn't even have to really be carefully. People think that because they do things, nasty things towards me, or they've done nasty things towards me, and they seem to have gotten away with it for a while at all, especially repetitiously, that they'll continue to. But it always stings them in the end. It always bites them in the end. It does come back in the form of karma, divine retribution, and providence. I went to turn it down. I went all the way up. Sorry. Let's do this then. And some Reiki, we can see if we can clear it out. Let me know when the audio is clear. You're good, Warren. You're fine. The frog thing's funny. Oh, I like this song. Came on last night too. It was so fun. Singing softly to my fresh like la la la. Walk into the kitchen, it's like whoa. I'll be left by everyone I know. Walk into my bedroom, she's like that. What is it? Catch me if you can. They like it, then I get indecent. I like it, I don't need a reason. I'm wearing nothing but my own dream. It's all about you, I do. I brought an audience of me. That is how we treat. What's up next? When you see it, you'll say, holy shit. A velvet dress on the floor of my apartment. In every hair, every inch of me is shockments tonight. Nobody's here, but my darling, that's irrelevant. Oh la la la. Into the bathroom, steps like 10. I've been dancing everywhere I can. Dancing on the couch, my pillow strong. What a way to spend an afternoon. My pillows are fluffy, expensive. Don't need you, so don't get defensive. Sunshine, I'm wearing nothing but my lingerie. It's all I got till I do. I brought an audience
I'll smile for what it takes to fool and stop. I'll do it till the sun goes down. And I'll put the night down. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Keep my sunglasses on my life, shining deep. It's now the right time. Yeah, yeah. I'm show you how strong I am. Show you that I today. This won't go towards anybody who doesn't want it, just to be clear. It's just healing energy. It's not from me. It's through me. It comes from God. Yeah, reminded me of the ex. Girl, you need to feed me. Relax. Rebels it out. All I done is break
That's a good one. Thank you. Sweet dreams. Good day. I'm ready for your words. So frightening, face swelling. Feel like you count reverse. My throat no signals. Looking in my skin for the silence is so loud. Lights make it flicker with no switch, no fingers that I can't control now. Welcome to the living room, where all your darkest spirits are gonna come for you. Come for you. Welcome to the living room. Your whole world wasn't jumping when you see it. Welcome to the living room. Still waiting, hands shaking. Maybe the coast will clear. That's my daughter. These strange noises that follow me in here. Wow. It's nice to see you. Take care of you. I appreciate you guys. Good. Although I hope that it helps. It's good to crack a door or a window, either during or like right after. Just let it out. Let the darts, anything out. Also, do your feet, the bottoms of your feet, you don't have to touch it. Like, you know how sometimes a cell phone plug gets just like dusty or dirty, or the inside of the plug. If it's not this part, you have to clean it sometimes. It's the port on the inside, and you just want to make sure it's not charging properly, that it's clean, that there's no dust blocking the connection. Your feet are constantly touching the ground. They're like the prongs of an electrical cable. And the human body is charged by the biofrequency of the earth. So it's like bare feet on the ground or on the grass, or in especially a moving body of water, salt water, especially the ocean, moving streams, rivers where there's oxygenation and what have you. And it's kind of similar. You just want to make sure those connection points are clear periodically. People don't think of that even when they use sage. They smudge everywhere, but I notice a lot of people don't do the bottoms of their feet. If you were an energy sensitive person, you will notice the difference. Your hands too. Hands touch everything. Here, another one I like to do. Palo Santo is also good, although it's a more masculine energy, which is great. I burn it for the divine masculine often, or sometimes just for a balance of energy, but I do tend to prefer the white sage, mountain sage specifically. Typically. There's no crying wolves now, because the truth is settled in, hiding under ghost town, for your nightmare to begin. There's no crying wolves now, because the truth is settled in, hiding under ghost town. No, I don't think so. Welcome to the pit. Please don't do that, Orlando. Hell raising, I'm ready for the worst. Yeah, I don't need you showing up at my house, dude. I don't know you. I don't know you physically. I don't know you spiritually. You're not my divine counterpart. You're not my divine masculine. You're not the twin flame. I live surrounded by a moat with electric eels. They'll never get in. And not unless you're the true divine masculine who has the key. Seriously speaking, who can handle the eels? Just as long as they're not stewed, jellied. Not for me. Not for me. If you like them, that's great. You can have my portion. Nice, right. Only the king can get in. Yeah. High priest.
If I said I wasn't perfect, would it open up the curtain? Would it make you feel bad? Oh, trust me, baby, it's worth it. You're the only one that works it. Don't know what I did to deep, girl. You wanna be alone. See me go. Just things I did. Try to beat across the Lord. You know right.
Reiki for clarity, true bringing in and protecting true love. Also financial, was it financial recovery or basically growth stuff with business and career as well. And then family, I'm seeing family. So expansion of a relationship. And if you wanted to, I'd start a family with you.
Wanna be alone. Wanna see me go. Don't roll your eyes. See things at the door. Try to cross the floor. You know I'm right. 'Cause you wanna be alone. Wanna see me go. Don't roll your eyes. Just the things I did. Try to beat across the floor. You know I'm right. Don't roll your eyes. Don't roll your eyes.
How's the audio? I have some music mediumship to go through still. It's just Pandora, which is lovely. firing home. I was hearing this earlier too.
Now greetings to the world. Voice of the one big gang still alongside Skrillex. Send for Lord. Away. Push up the bass, turn up the bass, and make them all have fun. How we blaze the fire, make it fun. Then we push up the bass, turn up the bass, and make some sound. Why run? And if we get you, it's just like a sun. Then we push up the bass, turn up the bass, and make them all have fun. Blaze the fire, make it fun. Then we push up the bass, turn up the bass, and make some sound. Why run? And if we get you, it's just like a sun. Then
A little crunchy. That's okay. Don't mind. It's okay. People might describe me that way. I hear you giggling. You like that. I can work that out. That's probably pretty pitchy then. Let's fix that. Ooh, there's some nasty energy being projected. Not anymore. I mean, their evil eyes might not blink, but they are going blind.
I could be an astronaut. That could be the heavyweight
So
champ.
crunchy.
You know I could be a lot of things, but I just wanna be your man. Baby, you could be the queen. You know you could rule the world. You could be a lot of things, yeah. Till you wanna be my girl. I could be the one and not your name. If you ever break a leg, I need a dose for pain. I could have my own big office chair. Maybe I could be a goddamn millionaire. I would be a rich or a curtain. If it means to be treat you like a jerk. Baby, show me how to head down dirty. Nothing wrong with some honest days working out. Hand out more. Tell her I sell you scores.
Good vibes to Hayden. I hope he sleeps well tonight. I hope he heals all right. And that the pain is managed as best as it can be. But I do see the angels tucking him into bed. That's nice.
And on fours. Yours. I could be an astronaut.
I can't help it.
I could be the heavyweight champ.
He's so legal age that like, he's like the baby of the chat. So I'll make sure he's alright.
You know I could be a lot of things, but I just wanna be your man. Baby, you could be the queen. We know you could rule the world. You could be a lot of things. So you wanna be my girl. You know, baby, you're the one thing I haven't got to figure out. Said I'll make it work with nothing that you can't live without. I would never call you one name, even when you lose your mind. All I ever did was one. rock star playing in a rock band, singing for the playing till the sun starts fading with the tip jar singing the same damn song. I could be an astronaut. I could be the heavyweight champ. You know I could be a lot of things, but I just wanna be your man. Baby, you could be the queen. You know you could rule the world. You could be a lot of things. Yeah. Do you wanna be my girl?
I was hearing this one earlier too. Specifically, there's a it's just the reference of like expressing the love, talking about the love. Sleep token just popped up. I did hear a bunch of sleep token earlier too, Claire. I didn't have some up here.
I never feel like this. I'm used to emptiness in my heart. You know what I'm used to. You keep me guessing the things that you do. I hope that they're true. Cause I'm never gonna have my mind. If I run every time it starts, so I need to know if I'm in this alone. Come on, baby. Say it first. Say those words. If I know that you tired, promise I'll be there. I need to hear. Say it first. Come on, baby. Do your worst. I know you take me high. So come on, darling. If you love me, say it first. I know you're right for me, but I'm waiting for everything in your world to align with your heart. I think of you while I sleep. I dream of a we could be grow together and grow. Cause I'm never gonna hear my voice if I run every time it starts. So I need to know if I'm in this alone. Come on, baby. Say it first. I need to be. Say those words. If I know that you desire, promise that we'll be higher. I need to be. Say it first, come on, baby, do your work. So come on, darling, if you love me, say it first. I wasn't talking to you, Siri.
Okay.
Say it first. Say those words. I promise there'll be fire. I need to hear you. Say it first. Do your worst. So come on, darling, if you love me, say it first.
Pattern chase I attract. Queens don't chase up Crown Football. I heard this also a little while ago.
You ain't gotta worry about nobody else's.
You don't have to worry about anybody else. It's me and you. It's about loyalty and fidelity, longevity.
Put you a bag, now that guy's asking what I see in you. Put you on the ground, now they wanna take pics like. They wanna take trips like. Alright. You ain't gotta worry about nobody else's. Put you a bag, now that guy's asking what I see in you. Put you on the ground, now they wanna take pics like. They wanna take trips like. Alright. Look, your love's a contagious feeling. Real is rare, it's harder to come by. You're an endangered species. On top of the food chain. Don't post what we eat, they're praying to see me. Well educated, good vocab. When I don't understand, she explain the meaning. Look, I gotta rearrange the sequence. You said it's too young for a baby, I get that. So I just paid her a portion. I'm protecting my heart as well, so I understand that you're taking precaution. Lonely, like I was raised as an orphan. I got paper, now they say I'm important. Rap boy on a footballer's wage. I'm on the same pay as the players that taught me. Private plane, that's normal. Pilates class, you can work on your ass, Bahamas, trips and snorkel. Find out how deep is your love. I won't give you a reason to cut. Buy you the Porsche twin turbo exhaust. What's mine is yours, not me, it's us. Alright. You ain't gotta worry about nobody else's. Pull you a bag, now that guy's asking what I see in you. Put you on the ground, now they wanna take pics like. They wanna take trips like. Alright. You ain't gotta worry about nobody else's.
I also heard this song, Claridian. These were all Claridian songs. In fact, I think I was in the shower when I heard them, or like mostly. Some of them were just scattered throughout the day, but I got a whole string of them, so I just kept jotting them down. This was another one. I love it.
You're on the couch, blowing up my phone. You don't wanna come out, but you don't wanna be alone. It don't take but two to have a little soiree. If you're in the mood, sit tight right where you are, baby. 'Cause I'll be at your door in 10 minutes. Whatever you got, girl, stay in it. You ain't gotta leave the house to have a good time. I'ma bring the good time home to you. We'll have a house party. We don't need nobody. Turn your TV on. Make that boom box down. All the neighbors know the gates are down. The cops show up, try to shut us down. If you're gonna be a homebody, come out of house party. If you wanna be a homebody, come out of house party. Put me a t-shirt, wear the nail shirt. I'll take the furniture, slide out the way, shake it. Back in the room, we'll go to town. Baby, your living room, let's have a house party. We don't need nobody. Turn your TV on, make that boom box stop. We'll wake up all the neighbors, tell all the games of town. The cops will show up, try to shut us down. If you wanna be a homebody, we're gonna have a house party. If you wanna be a homebody, we're gonna have a house party.
Is the clock to 22? You know what else I heard suddenly? It's funny. Oh, interesting.
Get off from work, you meet down at Ashburn. neighbors saying keep it down. But it's hard to unlock the door when you're making it. You be saying that we gotta quit doing this. So why you leaving in for one more kiss? Pretty soon you're sliding off what you got on. So put in the t-shirt, right there, go ahead. Let's go with the Guns N' Roses video. Oh, so hot, still got it up in my head. I'm in the TV. I'm seeing it. You know, t-shirt. See you spinning around my t-shirt, right there, your head, messed up like a Guns N' Roses video. Oh, so hard. My t-shirt, right there, your head, messed up like a Guns N' Roses video. Oh, so hard. Still got it up in my head. You know I'm in the TV. I've seen it, feel like your dress is my fault. The way you know my t-shirt.
Next. I just heard this one too. Here, another one.
You know the real total change is gonna tear me up and turn me up. And girl, it's like you know it's you. But you better know me at all. The way it's going tonight, you probably know I'm for. Baby, you yeah, it's what you are. You pay all the little side, but baby, you're honesty. Right in the store. You knew that smile was gonna let me down. You know those lips will be right now. Girl, you made it on fire. Yes, you made my heart. It's like you got a crystal ball, like you got a little gypsy side. It's like you knew that sweet perfume that you got on was gonna get me high. How'd you know what I'm thinking about? How'd you know what I was about to say? How'd you know to whisper in my ear? Let's take this one back to my place. Baby, you little lie, baby, you little lie. Yeah, that's what you are. Baby, you're a little sour, baby, you're hot.
this one. I heard this again as well. How can you see into my eyes like open doors? Leading you down into my core. I have become so numb. So I heard that. Okay, I heard this one earlier. Let's play it now. So let's get on this. In my home stretch of the hard time, we took a hard left, but we're alright. Yeah, I sure can try to put love to it, but we built this right. So nothing's ever gonna move it when the bones are good. Rest on baby, the pain could feel like meant to say. When it ain't a crack in the foundation, baby, I know it's going with this. It was alright, we stayed there. The house don't fall and my bones are good. Call it dumb luck, between you and I. Can't even mess it up, but we both try. No, it don't always go the way we planned it. Came and went, we're still standing. The bones are good, the rest don't matter. The pain could feel, the rest could shatter it. 'Cause you and I were meant to stay. In the foundation, baby, I know when it's gone with you. Oh, I know we stay good. The house don't fall when the bones are good. From there, make it feel the glass could shatter. The rest don't matter. The glass could shatter. Sleepy time tea. What is this? I just heard a divine masculine say, I'm coming to get you now. She's never pulled anybody from a burning building. She's never rocked Central Park to a 500,000 fans screaming out her name. She's never hit a shot to win the game. She's never left her footprints on the moon. She's never made a solo out in the moon ride around the world. She's just your everyday average girl. She's somebody's hero, a hero to you, baby. With the skin that bleeds, a little kiss is all she needs. You provide the Cheerios, the voice that brings no light to life. Bedtime stories every night, and that smile lets you know she's somebody's hero. Oh, SOS for Aspen. Back in 9 to 5. She's been cake decorator and head housekeeper and taxi driver for 20 years. They're at home until the day her girl was grown. Giving all her love to her was her life's ambition. But now her baby's moving on and she'll soon be missing her. Not today, 'cause the tears of joy running down her face. She is somebody's hero, a hero to her daughter in her wedding dress. She gave her wings to leave the nails and hearts to let her baby go. Down the aisle she walks like that, looks back into her mother's eyes, and that smile that's in the she's somebody's hero. 30 years of romance, her daughter stay home for the prayers of her mother. She wishes she could be like that. Oh, but she already is. Nana Rose. She's somebody's hero, a hero to the mother in a rocking chair. She runs a brush through her silver hair. We are a nursing home. She drops by every afternoon. Creates a mama milestone, and that smile lets you know. Mother smile lets you know. She's somebody's hero. I also heard this one a few minutes ago.
Been flying solo for so
Ah, there you are, Nimbus. I was just feeling your energy. Why am I hearing something about Nimbus? Clairaudiently. There you are. How are you?
nobody singing the harmony. Oh, that's just me and my shadow. No bass, no guitar, no tambourine. And I found you like a melody. You were singing in the same key as me. We had them dancing in the streets. I don't wanna be a one-man band. I don't wanna be a rolling stone alone. Put miles on a rundown van. Baby, we can take our own show. Lay down the beat, we carry the tune. We'll get tattoos and we'll trash hotels. Baby, take my hand. I don't wanna be a one-man band.
No, we don't need to trash our tokens. Impolite. Cheers. Matching tattoos, though.
I wanna run down your wild dreams. I wanna chase every high with you. Count every rip in these old jeans. We'll never learn how to sing the blues. If be famous. Girl, I wanna be famous. You got her own little groove. I don't wanna be a one-man band. I don't wanna be a rolling stone alone. Put miles on a run-down van. Baby, we can take our own show on the road. Lay down the beat and carry the tune. We'll get tattoos and we'll trash hotel rooms. Baby, take my hand. I don't wanna be a one-man band. The spotlight goes cold, the curtains come down. The chairs are all stacked and there's no one around. Nobody's paying, they'll still be playing. I don't wanna be a one-man band. I don't wanna be a rolling stone alone. Put miles on the run-down lane. Baby, we can take our own show on the road. Lay down the beat and carry the tune. We'll get tattoos and we'll trash hotel rooms. Baby, take my hand. 'Cause I don't wanna be a one-man band. I don't wanna be a one-man band.
Okay, let me just get these out of my way. I picked up some downloads earlier. She's not just eye candy, she's soul food. Heard that earlier. Something about the Great Gatsby, like this divine masculine energy he knew about the divine feminine. He knew he wanted her. He was planning a way to connect with her and like establish permanency within the connection before he'd even met her. He tried to have as much as he could figured out because he saw long term with her, basically. This was the scenario. He had all these different people interested in him, but he wasn't interested in anybody but her. I just heard a man of many colors, kind of like Joseph in the Coat of Many Colors. Different talents he has. Or is this? I don't know. Something about deep, going deep. Also abundance. Having abundance. I feel like this is them coming together now. Brings more. They're both charging the connection on each other. And a manifestation cycle. Anyway. Going away on these other ones. Did you really? Like wrote it down? Interesting. That must have taken you a while.
Stay down there, girl. Stay down there. Only for hot girl in the place. Them want to wind them ways. Tell them forward in a maze. The one back embrace.
Sorry. Kind of a talent. Dude, I was just feeling you too. I looked over because for a second I thought that Gabe's like profile picture was you talking. I just felt your energy all of a sudden. I did the same thing a second ago with Nimbus too. Like I was hearing clairaudiently Nimbus's name, and then I looked back over to my chat because sometimes I'm off screen doing like music stuff. And she was there. It's twice in 20 minutes. That's so funny. You guys rock. Hope everything's well. Picking up. I think it's British because I'm getting curry too. Like in no other place do I know where they would be serving French fries with curry sauce, which is like Britain's like Asian takeout. That's more like Indian to me. It seems very Indian. Indian and I don't even know what that is. Fish and chips, Indian and British. It's like the two of them. Yeah. Forfeits. French fries. Many cultures have a variation of some kind of potato fry though. But I'm picking up specifically like British. It must be. Here it is. Bless you. Did you hear my cat sneeze? French fries and what is that on it? And it's like some kind of seasoning salt. What is that? Oh, is it like a spice bag? Irish spice bag thing? Might be like a spice bag of chips. But then there's curry sauce. I don't know. Yeah, see, there it is. Because I'm also picking up like the chicken, the little fried chicken thingies. It's mostly like batter though. It's like batter and grease. A little bit of chicken in the center. No. Just the combination of that makes me my stomach. I'm nauseous thinking about it. All the grease and like all the carbs, no vegetables in it, very little protein. It would just make me sick to my stomach. But that's the thing is they call it Asian, but to me, like curry is very Indian. There is a crossover in cultures though, and certain Asian countries actually are pretty close to India. So like again, there's a crossover between territories and between that and migration and what have you. The cultures do intermingle a bit. A little bit of a melting pot over time. But and to be fair, I believe most Asian restaurants, like yes, they have curry at Indian restaurants, but a lot of Asian restaurants will have some kind of curry as well. So like there are variations of them, and they can differ a little bit depending. But when I think of Chinese food, it is not that. Like the fried rice kind of is basic Americanized staple. Get that like basic American Chinese or Asian food place. And then like chicken things also kind of easy generalized American. The potatoes, those are just Asian people knowing that the Brits, I believe, if I recall, enjoyed them. And so it's like they made a fusion out of it because they knew it would be palatable to the culture. Except for when I see like videos of British people eating, it's like it looks like almost looks like white rice. Has like sometimes half of a piece of vegetable, like just one though, in it. Yeah, yeah. No, there are because they're made with like Thai curries, maybe Thai chilies usually, which are very spicy. I don't know. Maybe they're just not getting it from well-made. Everything's so white. Like even the potatoes often are not. Everything's so pale. Do you guys like season their food? Well, I guess they do with curries. There must be more than that. There has to be. It has to be a stereotype. God, I hope so. For the taste buds of all. Any fun fact, anywhere the English colonized, you will find curry. Even though it's Asian. It's funny. No, you don't have to apologize. Because I'm a food nerd. This is why I smoke. First of all, I grew up in a restaurant, but I struggle to eat sometimes with the stress, so got you. But I like food science, and I like Alton Brown's show. I loved that one. I always loved that one. Do you know who I'm talking about? Cooking show, but it's like full of science stuff. It's really he does both. Explains like the back history or the science and molecular structure and reasons for things, even just down to like good eats. That's right, like the baking soda and yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Smart guy. Good eats. Yeah. Also, he has some really great recipes, in case you didn't know, probably because they're down to the science of things. In fact. But it's just like if I were going to an authentic Thai place or Asian place, that is not what I would order. But I do know that they have other places. Like I think those must be like chip shops or something, or there must be specific shops that sell those things as a staple. I'm pretty sure we actually looked into this, and like some of them only have a few things on the menu, and like that's what they do. And you pick from a few items and like toss them together or something. A few items off of a board, but they do have some other restaurants, it seemed, that have been popping up. I saw some new ones. I got notification of a new restaurant in London recently, like a couple days ago. I don't know why it was popping up for me, but it was. And it looked good. The menu looked, again, I grew up in a restaurant. The menu looked good. It looked like it depends on the place and how they run things and what have you, but there can be kind of a balance between having a whole lot of things on the menu and having a good handful or a smaller selection of things that they do just really, really well. So it's always consistent and always done really nicely. There are a couple of reasons for it. Either way, there did seem to be some places that either exist or that have popped up that are more like authentic style cuisine in whatever culture. And that had more extensive menus. 322. Something I've been very curious and fascinated about. Cultural differences. Where they cross over. Not that they need to change, you know, if they like their fish and chips and curry, that's fine. Why judge what they like? If they don't like to season their food, that's their prerogative. Although some of them do. Because technically curry is a seasoning, sort of. It's a sauce. I add layers of flavor when I cook. Culture and history, that's right. All of the seasonings, that's right. You guys have seen me make soup too, right? I pull like half the spice cabinet out. That's when I make recipes. It's always good though. Is it? British food is an acquired taste. Tastes getting used to. Is it? Is it? So we're not speculating. It's different. So interesting. I find that so interesting. Usually comes from survival. The cultural stuff, staples. Too many people around. I had access to. It became a foundation. They don't know anything about you. So gorgeous. The watermelon. Oh, the kimchi. I bet my kimchi's bomb right now, actually. Let's check it. Ooh, so gorgeous. You make me feel gorgeous. Nobody understands you. Ain't nothing they can handle. Every man you put
feel so goddamn
It
heavy.
was watermelon rind kimchi.
I feel ooh so heavy up around. I feel ooh so 10 feet off the ground. So gorgeous, you make me feel.
This is why you cut it into like chunks, because even after it soaks for a few days, it's full of flavor, but it stayed. Listen to this. If you cut it too thin, it kind of gets flaccid. I don't particularly enjoy that. Been fasting mostly today. Not a bad way to break fast. Having some tea. Nobody wants a full acidic melon. Oh.
So gorgeous, you make me feel gorgeous. Oh, we are young, we are free, renegade, James D. Beat the drum, sing off key, set me free, set me free. 'Cause you're so gorgeous, you make me feel gorgeous. Ooh, so gorgeous, 'cause you make me feel gorgeous. Oh. All right, let me reboot one more time. I'm going to switch the laundry. Honestly, I thought I was going to be done here, but I'm going to come back one more time for a little bit. I'll see you in a minute. Please remember to pray. Do no harm. Ready for you to see something new with food. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Let me know if you want fermented this. Yes, it's so good. Let me know if you want a recipe. It's very simple. Kind of just eyeballed everything and threw it together, but if you know your way around the kitchen, you can figure it out. Oh, kidding. One love. Do no harm. Take no crap. And I will see you dearly. One love.